So, okay, to kick things off, please welcome Rabobank New Zealand CEO Todd Charteris with a very special announcement.
Good afternoon, everyone. Look, it's great to be here tonight this afternoon, sharing knowledge and looking across the supply chain from paddock to plate. Farmers, researchers, entrepreneurs and industry leaders. As well as what is happening on stage, there's also the opportunity during the breaks to network and learn from one another. I'm really excited to be kicking off the Rabobank Leadership Awards. For over 20 years now, Rabobank has proudly recognised agribusiness leaders from across Australia and New Zealand in both categories of leader and emerging leader. These awards recognise vision, they recognise courage. They inspire others and provide a pathway for the future. By recognising these leaders, Rabobank is shining a light on the agribusiness sector and sharing the stories of those who are making a meaningful contribution to building a stronger agriculture industry and community. Now this year we have also introduced the Rabobank Community Leadership Award, which is also celebrating local grassroots organisations making a real impact in rural Australia and New Zealand. And for the first time, we are announcing the recipients of the Rabobank Leadership Awards at the Farm to Fork Summit. And there's no better platform to celebrate leaders, future leaders, and our rural communities than where we bring together our Australian and New Zealand food and agri community under one roof, united and on this incredible journey together. The Farm to Fork Summit is about innovation and solutions, but it's also about leadership. Without strong leadership, these innovations and solutions would not come to life. Today I have the pleasure of announcing the recipient of the Rabobank Emerging Leader, and I want to thank all of our judging panel, most of who are here today. I have no doubt it was an incredibly hard decision. Our 2023 Emerging Leader will now join an alumni of outstanding achievers, all who have made a noticeable contribution to agribusiness in a relatively short time frame. And I want to acknowledge the previous winners we have in the room here for this award. Some of you have caught up with already, and I look forward to hopefully meeting the rest of you. So we have Matt Hocken, Anna Spear, Bryce Cam and Georgie Alley here. Now, the 2023 Rabobank Emerging Leader is passionate about primary industries and the environment, working across a broad range of sectors, including dairy, sheep and beef, horticulture, viticulture, and irrigation. They run a company that provides a range of services that support farmers and growers, producing practical farm environmental plans that balance profitability and sustainability to achieve their goals. A business which has grown from one person to now 30. They were a Nuffield scholar who explored ways for New Zealand to reduce its agri-enviro footprint, including benchmarking New Zealand's environmental performance against other major agricultural nations. In their words, they believe getting better outcomes for the environment and farmer engagement requires ground-up approach rather than top-down. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our 2023 Rabobank Emerging Leader, Executive Director of LandPro and Chair of the New Zealand Rural Leadership Trust, Kate Scott.
The greatest pleasure that I get from working with rural communities and with farmers is the fact that we all want to leave what we've got in a better shape for those to come afterwards. My name's Kate Scott and I have a company called LandPro, which is an environmental consultancy business. Farmers, they have their own language and they do an amazing job, but how do we help to tell that to the people that are wanting to understand that on the other side of the fence? I do a lot of work trying to describe technical things in a non-technical way, and I translate that speak to farmer, and I also translate farmer to the regulators and people who actually are trying to understand what farmers do. The passion for me is in how do we make sure that we can have both better environments and better returns, and it's the balance of those things. For me, leadership is about enabling others, and so when I see people in my team out there delivering great results for people, that makes me feel incredibly proud. That sense of sharing what your vision was with a group of other people, and the fact that they buy into that makes you feel all warm or fuzzy inside, I guess. And I think that's part of what the give back needs to be, is having had a whole bunch of amazing opportunities, how do you create pathways for others to have the same?
Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Scott. Well done, Kate.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Now, Kate, you can't get off scot-free because there is one question, and if you were to provide one piece of leadership advice to emerging leaders, what would that be?
We'll try this one. Look, that's a wonderful question, and I just really want to take a few moments to thank Rabobank for this recognition, but this recognition is not mine alone. You can't actually do this without all the great people around you. And to that end, in answer to your question, what piece of advice would I share, I've chosen to borrow some words from Simon Sinek, and that is, the effect you have on others is the most powerful thing you have. So that would be my advice to all the leaders out there. So
Well done,
thank
Kate.
you very much.
Congratulations. All good?